It's about time you showed up. I was starting to get lonely out here by myself.
Is that a joke?
So you're the big shot that Kaisar put in charge of this mission. Well, let's get down to business. Once we get started, we're going to be on a tight schedule. Are you ready to do? Good. Now Kimball is scheduled to give his speech tomorrow. We'll rest here tonight and talk over the plan first thing in the morning. Get some sleep. You got a big day ahead of you. Rise and shine. So, do you have... Prepared already? I like it. Even though you already have a plan, I've been spying in the dam for quite a while now. I've gathered quite a bit of information from various sources. Suggestions, huh? I'd suggest you play to your strengths. There's probably plenty of ways to kill Kimball. Just find one that works best. We'll have a few hours before he arrives. You should look around and see if you can find anything that you can... Just be careful. You don't want to cut... I've been able to get some basic information on the schedule for Kimball's visit. The president is scheduled to arrive sometime in the afternoon. He's going to arrive, give a speech, and then leave. No meet and greet, no questions. They're probably afraid something is going to happen. For good reason. I wasn't able to find a final itinerary for his visit, but if you can find one, you can get more. Security is going to be tight. Rangers are stationed. Security is led by a Ranger Grant. He's a pretty rough guy who's seen. The crowd consists of troopers and a few select civilians who were lucky enough to bribe their... Finally, there's the additional security that Kimball will be bringing. If I had more time in their computers, I could have access... I have some disguises for us. I've already got mine. A wealthy Brahmin. As for you, I have an NCR trooper uniform that I acquired. Well, I have a bomb here that can be put on the vertibird that...
So be sure it's true when you say I love you.
Suit your...
Yeah, nothing.
I'll be in the crowd. Here's your disguise. This will get you past most of the NCR.
Alrighty. Just trying to see what time it is. AM. I'm gonna do a little test. I might not need to really do anything.
Welcome back to the Mr. New Vegas show. The show with, in my opinion, which I respect, the best looking audience around. Somebody prove me wrong? This just in. Rumors have surfaced that Top's hotel owner Benny has taken yet another unexpected leave of absence. We spoke to his right-hand man, Swank.
Do I seem worried to you, baby? Sometimes a cat just needs room to swing. He'll be back. Sure as a conga drum's got a groovy beat.
Also, rumors persist of...
So, worst case scenario, I just hit him with the fucking beam. Is that a ranger or a trooper?
And we're back. This is Mr. New Vegas, and I feel something magic in the air tonight, and I'm not just talking about the gamma radiation. More news for you. A hostage crisis between the NCR and the Great Khans was resolved peacefully when a third-party negotiator successfully secured the hostage's release. In other news, witnesses report a huge object or creature surfacing in Lake Mead. So far, photos of the so-called Lake Mead monster are grainy and underexposed. Mojave? Mo problems. Am I right? Ladies and gentlemen, this next song goes out from me to you.
Until the moment we met, I had no one to cling to be just everything to.
So is his plane just gonna crash now? Let's go talk to our guy. Whoa, what the Okay. That was a bad idea.
To be just everything to be my own.
Morning.
Make it quick. We don't. Good timing. I hope you're up.
Have you seen my helmet? I can't see. I really need to find my.
So do I need to go fuck with that? Or will what I set up to be fucked up just take care of it? What just happened there? I obviously got too close to somebody.
Make it quick.
I guess I'm just gonna stand here and wait. I don't know what else to do. Yeah, I don't look off at all compared to the other troopers. Nope. I'm just a regular guy here. But I have my weaponry. I want them to be like, he's got brass knuckles. They're actually spiked knuckles, but
this is a dream. Let me keep on dreaming.
Thank you, my fellow Californians, who have come so far to answer the call to service put forth by the Republic. It is for you that I have come here, and it is because of you that I am able to do so. We enjoy our privileges because you take the greatest of risks and are prepared to make the most noble sacrifices. It is because of men and women like Private First Class Jeremy Watson
Only
that
engineers and
Nevada
authorized
and the new
personnel.
California Republic remain
Please
free
step away.
and secure. Born in a tin shack on the outskirts of one pine, Jeremy Watson never had any easy. His father worked as a caravan guard on the short loop, and his mother, like many Californians, braved the ruins of the old world as a prospector. They suffered through water shortages, raider attacks, and
I'm late, I guess.
like our mighty Sierra
Hopefully.
Nevada.
Hi there. My name is April Mortimer. I monitored a communication earlier between you and someone with the Brotherhood of Steel.
This is
I'm with the
really
followers
not
of the
the
Apollo.
time.
Bring your robot to...
But the time came and they could no longer shoulder the burden alone. 12 years ago, they called out for help, and the Republic heard them. Troopers, rangers, just like you, answered the clarion call. Men and women stepped forward to say, I will carry the weight. And at Owens Lake, we made true on our promise, driving out the raider tribes to establish a lasting peace in the eastern Sierra Nevadas. We carried the weight, and though we left behind many of our brothers and sisters on that battlefield, it did not break us. 10 years ago, Chief Elise met with representatives of the Desert Rangers to discuss terms of what would become the Ranger Unification Treaty. The treaty was more than a resolution to welcome the Desert Rangers into the Republic.
Christ, this guy got
It was a
changed.
covenant to protect Southern Nevada against Caesar's Legion and the tyranny of his regime. There are some back home who ask me, but who are we protecting? What is Nevada to us?
I hear what's going on.
Sometimes we forget that the light of our society shines beyond our borders. Sometimes we take those privileges for granted that our forebears fought so hard to achieve. We must always remember that wherever Californians stand, we carry our principles with us. Equal respect, representation, and protection under the laws of a just republic. This was the same fire that burned in the heart of the old world that preceded us. We are the heirs of that civilization, torchbearers eastward of the Pacific, into the darkness of this wasted land. When the Republic called on the men and women of California to carry that fire across the Mojave,
It's really gonna suck if
Jeremy Watson answered.
what I did doesn't work, and then I have to go through
Together
this
you
crap
carry the
again.
weight. And when PFC Watson's platoon came under attack at Forlorn Hope, he took the greatest risk. Not only for his fellow Californians, but for California itself. He was prepared to make the most noble of sacrifices to defend the principles of our republic, even here, on Nevada soil.
I guess I did let some people survive that. I got the whole trip.
To his valor. Private First Class Jeremy Watson, on behalf of the Senate and people of the new California Republic,
Good feeling.
it is my honor to present you with the Star of Sierra Madre.
Prim, formally sworn
Not
to
far from this spot, a monument stands as a tribute to the sacrifice made by those who came before us.
I'm Sheriff Myers.
The men and women who fulfilled the promise we made to the Desert Rangers.
Sad news from good
Its back is inscribed with the names of the troopers and rangers who carried the weight.
escape convicts.
And because they made the most noble sacrifice,
Preceding segment was sponsored
it
by
did not break us.
So
4 years ago, we held this down.
rush of a warm
4 years ago, we carried the weight.
got a song for you now.
4 years ago, we drew a line through the Mojave as clear as the Colorado River.
He's a good
A
man.
line
And his
that
name
Caesar
is
cannot
Johnny
cross.
Guitar.
Today, you stand here with our brothers and sisters to hold that line. Today you honor all Californians by carrying that weight. Today you are the waves of the Pacific, pushing ever eastward. You are the sequoias rising from the Sierra Nevadas, defiant and enduring. You are the great western light of California, torchbearers in the darkness, living reminders of all that is best in our
I have
republic.
just been zoning in and out on what he's saying. Haven't really paid attention. Oh, or is it over?
Okay, let's get the fuck out of here. What the hell
Get the fuck out of here.
I want to get shot, let's go.
Your mic was still on, dude. Alright, time to see if all my waiting was for naught. Not? Was for naught? Let's see what happens. Hopefully, his plane's gonna crash. It's gonna look like an accident. Which, I mean, Caesar might not like as much. 'Cause message of, you know, well, the Legion did this, but it'll get me and this guy out of here without being fucking murked. A little outnumbered. Yep, there it goes. Very nice.
Morning.
Oh my god! Oh god damn it, I bet I got too close to a fucking ranger. Let's get a red. How is this red? Oh, I'm hitting
Welcome
again.
back
That's
to
why.
the Mr. New Vegas show. The show with, in my opinion, which I respect, the best looking audience around. Somebody prove me wrong? More news for you. Prim formally sworn in as sheriff today. RNV reporters were on hand.
You
to
still
hear
getting
the
chased,
sheriff
CD?
address
Fuck,
the
man.
crowd.
Howdy do, folks.
Hey,
Sheriff
look at
Myers.
that.
Be good, or I'll shoot you dead.
Also, Legion Raiders have sacked Camp Forlorn Hope, eliminating all remaining NCR forces there and giving the Legion a strong foothold along the river. You know, I think all news, whether it's good or bad, brings us closer together. Don't you? In New Vegas, we know the pain that numbers can bring us. Well, so does Guy Mitchell, who's got heartaches by the number.
What's up?
Hey,
Upside
you're
down.
the one who's been going around.
Squirrel stew, you disrespectful pieces of shit. Squirrel stew, what the fuck is wrong with you? Look like a savage.
Thank you for coming.
got heartaches by the number. A love that I can't win. But the day that I stop counting, that's the day my world will end.
I sleep for 3 days. Get my upgraded robot back. I'm in handy.
Heartache number 3 was when you called me and said that you were coming back to stay. With hopeful heart I waited for you, knocked on the door. I waited, but you must have lost your way. Yes, I've got heartaches by the number, troubles by the score. Every day you love me less, each day I love you.
I do this one more time.
Yes, I've got heartaches by the number, a love that I can't win. But the day that I stop counting, that's the day my world will end.
Howdy, folks. It's Mr. New Vegas, and I have a good feeling about all of you listening. It's just about time to get you some news. Unconfirmed NCR's General Lee Oliver may have uprooted from his post at Camp McCarran
That's pretty
in
funny.
order to be present at Hoover Dam.
Is
NCR sources say that holding the dam against
me from a
Caesar's
little
Legion
robot
has
buddy.
become their main strategic priority.
But
And
you might want to
this
look out,
move would
Mr.
not be
House.
unexpected.
In
Also,
this here
River
universe,
headlines,
I've
citizens
killed
of
you
Monterey
already.
are flocking to the strip in droves amid a wave of terror
But
caused
thanks
by
for
band of
joining the
raiders.
broadcast. I appreciate it. As well as talking.
Passport passports are saying the added security is well worth the price of admission.
Always
Well,
enjoy
that's all
people
I
popping
have for
in.
you. This is Mr. New Vegas.
Have you seen-
Wishing you lady-like luck tonight. Got some Dean Martin coming up, talking about the greatest feeling in the world, love. Ain't that a kick in the head?
Another kill
Sure
tonight.
is, Dino.
What is happening right now? What is happening right now? Why are they all attacking me?
How lucky can one guy
The fuck was that?
A kick in the head. Sure is. Dino, it sure is.
How lucky can one guy
What is going on right now?
I kissed her and she kissed me. Like the fella once said, ain't that a
Well,
kick in the
fuck.
head? The room was
To be just
I don't know what I fucked up here,
to be my own true love.
but it had to have been here that I fucked up and made Caesar's Legion just absolutely hate me. I don't understand why. I did the job. Got the ship set up to crash and burn. I can't open no very hard door. I ain't got no lockpicking skills like that. I'm guessing for some
Make it
this
quick.
guy got killed in the whole, like, them figuring me out, I guess. I don't know what happened. But here we go again, having to wait another 10 minutes while this guy fucking talks.
Make it quick. We don't... Well, I have a bomb here that...
I mean, can I just leave?
Until the moment we met, I had no one to
Kill President Kimball. That's already set to happen. He gets in his ship and leaves. He's dead. That's done. I guess I'm gonna try and sneak off. 'Cause last time I just stood around, everything went bad. I'm guessing he got killed and that screwed me going for the season. Yeah, Caesar's Legion win. So we're gonna go ahead and Got an assassination set up the way I have it. You don't. Quest failed. Failed? Why is that a fail? What failure? What the fuck? That's stupid.
To be just everything to be my own true love. If this is a dream, let me keep on dreaming.
Boy.
Make it quick.
I don't have to stay standing over there. Be more prepared to run away. Can't wait right now. Got like 10 minutes to kill here.
Thank you, my fellow Californians, who have come so far to answer the call to service put forth by the Republic. It is for you that I have come here, and it is because of you that I am able to do so. We enjoy our privileges because you take the greatest of risks and are prepared to make the most noble sacrifices. It is because of men and women like Private First Class Jeremy Watson that Nevada and the new California Republic remain free and secure. Born in a tin shack on the outskirts of one pine, Jeremy Watson never had it easy. His father worked as a caravan guard on the short route, and his mother, like many Californians, braved the ruins of the old world as a prospector. They suffered through water shortages, raider attacks, and the Brotherhood War. Like our mighty Sierra Nevadas, they endured.
Hi there. My name is April Mortimer. I monitored a communication earlier between you and someone with the Brotherhood of Steel. I'm with the followers of the Apocalypse. We're much more...
But the time came and they could no longer shoulder the burden alone. 12 years ago, they called out for help, and the Republic heard them. Troopers, rangers, just like you, answered the clarion call. Men and women stepped forward to say, I will carry the weight.
Poppin's better than
And
nothing.
we made true on our promise, driving out the raider tribes to establish a lasting peace in the eastern Sierra Nevadas. We carried the weight, and though we left behind many of our brothers and sisters on that battlefield, it did not break us. 10 years ago, Chief Elise met with representatives of the Desert Rangers to discuss terms of what would become the Ranger Unification Treaty. The treaty was more than a resolution to welcome the Desert Rangers into the Republic. It was a covenant to protect Southern Nevada against Caesar's Legion and the tyranny of his regime. There are some back home who ask me, but who are we protecting? What is Nevada to us? Sometimes we forget that the light of our society shines beyond our borders. Sometimes we take those privileges for granted that our forebears fought so hard to achieve. We must always remember that wherever Californians stand, we carry our principles with us. Equal respect, representation, and protection under the laws of a just republic. This was the same fire that burned in the heart of the old world that preceded us. We are the heirs of that civilization. Torchbearers eastward of the Pacific, into the darkness of this wasted land. When the Republic called on the men and women of California to carry that fire across the Mojave, Jeremy Watson answered. You answered. Together you carried the weight. And when PFC Watson's platoon came under attack at Forlorn Hope, he took the greatest risk. Not only for his fellow Californians, but for California itself. He was prepared to make the most noble of sacrifices to defend the principles of our republic, even here, on Nevada soil. His actions are a beacon to all of us who stand here today in tribute to his valor. Private First Class Jeremy Watson, on behalf of the Senate and people of the new California Republic, it is my honor to present you with the Star of Sierra Madre. Not far from this box, a monument stands as a tribute to the sacrifice made by those who came before us. The men and women who fulfilled the promise we made to the desert rangers. Its badge is inscribed with the names of the troopers and rangers who carried the weight. And because they made the most noble of sacrifices, it did not break us. 4 years ago, we held this dance. 4 years ago, we carried the weight. 4 years ago, we drew a line through the Mojave as clear as the Colorado River. A line that Caesar cannot cross. Today, we stand here with our brothers and sisters to hold that line. Today, you honor all Californians by carrying that weight. Today, you are the waves of the Pacific, pushing ever eastward. You are the sequoias rising from the Sierra Nevadas, defiant and enduring. You are the great western light of California, torchbearers in the darkness, living reminders of all that is best in our republic. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, let's get the fuck out of here. What the hell are you waiting for? You think I want to get shot? Let's go.
Alrighty. Didn't I do something else? Or I think I put it to 50, that's what I did.
Welcome back to the program. This is Mr. New Vegas, and I hope I'm not coming on too strong. It's just about time to get you some news. Rumors have surfaced that top You know, I tried to measure my charisma on a Vitomatic vigor tester once. The machine version tried to measure my... All the latest news coming your way right now. Rumors have surfaced that Top's hotel owner Benny has taken yet another unexpected leave of absence. We spoke to his right-hand man, Swank.
Do I seem worried to you, baby? Sometimes a cat just needs room to swing. He'll be back. Sure as a conga drum's got a groovy beat.
What the fuck? Oh, I know what it is. I'm an idiot.
Sometimes a cat just needs room to swing. He'll be back. Sure as a conga drum's got a groovy beat.
In other news,
wearing this shit. And they don't like the NCR. So yeah, walking into their fort wearing a goddamn NCR uniform
By order of
is gonna get me killed every goddamn time.
They hardly even know how to fight.
Have you ever said you love someone when it wasn't quite true? Sure you have, but you shouldn't, because it's a sin to tell a lie.
Where are they all going?
They hardly even know how to fight. Some of the slaves
I actually own all the DLC to this game. The game itself too, on a disc somewhere. Never felt like finding the disc. Well, not Never. Not since I've moved on to newer systems and stuff. Been on Game Pass for quite some time. I think I bought the base game for like $2 digital one time or something. Where are you at, little buddy?
Kaisar lives.
You dispatched President Kimball with real skill. My forces are in a position to assault the... Are you ready to go to...
You got sense enough to know it's a sin to tell a lie.
I mean...
Whole lot of folks hard done been broke.
I don't think there's any other... Yeah, no. Fuck
My
it, let's
forces
go.
are in a position... Report to Legatus Lanius immediately.
Let's do this. I gotta... It even matters. Something to be using right there.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to me, Mr. New Vegas, and you look extraordinarily beautiful right now.
Legion fashion.
Our top stories.
They go machete.
Citizens of Outer Vegas are flocking to the Strip in droves amid a wave of terror caused by a band of raiders known as the Fiends. Those who can afford passports are saying the added security is well worth the price of admission. Moving on. Diners at the Gourmand are giving the restaurant rave reviews for Executive Chef Philippe's brand new menu offerings. The secret ingredient? Tender loving care, according to the chef. That's the news. This is Mr. New Vegas filling in for Mr. New Vegas. More classics coming right up for you, so stay tuned.
Damn it, I left him over there. Son of a bitch. God, he's fucking not following me anymore.
I'll wait. True to Kaiser.
Come out of nowhere and just start killing everybody here. Aha! I've screwed myself out of every angle. I tell your punk ass to follow me. Fucking Caesar. Nobody can go in with you, man.
Legatus, a stranger arrives. One who bears the mark.
Finally, Mars has accepted my sacrifices and unleashes me. You are the courier Lord Kaisar has spoken of. The slaughter begins then. In the past, the NCR has relied on... Not this time. The dam contains... When the battle begins, the NCR will find out. Our forces are better equipped to take objectives than hold them. Our opponents follow a strict chain of command, which is both a strength and weak. Find the enemy commander, this General Oliver. Kill him. The word means butcher in Latin. Perhaps after today's battle, I live to serve Caesar's will. They are passable foes, like their citizens. Their leaders have on occasion shown brilliance. Their rangers are few, and this General Oliver we face is not their best. Their men take comfort in and rely on killing at a distance. Our warriors will wash over them in a tide of blood. So yes, fortune. It was not intended for war. Its top sides are bound to two intake towers by a series of bridges.
War don't happen here
No
in
doubt
America.
snipers nest there. On the far side of the dam, a small building provides access to the power plant below. That is where Oliver hides. Moss's eyes are upon.
Good to see you, amicus.
Are you coloring?
There.
Come on! Murderer! No! Get some!
Selway, courier.
Good news the enemy is much more fortified ahead and have snipers. In addition, they've managed to beat back our... If we could just get rid of those damn snipers or release... Any assistance you can provide is...
No!
This is Radio New Vegas, and I'm your host, Mr. New Vegas. And in case you're wondering if you've come to the right place...
Ah, the outsider who gained our master's favor. You prove yourself as cunning as the rumors report. My men await in the tunnel below. I'm...
NCR officials are asking for donations. One more story for you. NCR officials at Camp McCarran were relieved when technical difficulties with it...
The fighting in the power plant is the fiercest, as expected. However, the pipes below have been seized. I've been diverting half of my men to the tower. Some of the other Kenturier are more stubborn and fall. If you should make it down...
and the scarcity of the replacement parts. This program was brought to you by Gamora.
Agreed.
It'll be our secret. Here's Bing Crosby reminding us of those times when you absolutely have to kiss the person you love. Something's gotta give. Up next.
What's the weird thing? I don't get it.
I'll try hard, ignoring those lips.
You like that? Had enough?
There's 3 of them. Melee weapons aren't gonna keep cutting. Oh, jeez.
Extraordinarily beautiful right
Isn't
now.
really cutting it either.
Better put on my newsman fedora here. NCR Rangers are being pulled off the front line as part of a campaign to secure existing NCR territory, according to
I'd
anonymous
run.
In other news, residents report briefly seeing a column of heavenly light coming out of the sky. Apocalypse predictors haven't been this excited since the war. Those were our top stories. Got a song for you now. It's about a guy who's cold on the exterior, but deep down, you know, he's a good man. And his name is Johnny Guitar.
I'll come upstairs. If I can get up there. cannon fodder. Oh wow, they like one hit knock these motherfuckers. Wow. Don't need my help at all.
Had enough?
Ruin everything I'm working towards.
You like that? Away. True to Kaiser. Away. True to Kaiser.
Look at that robot.
Had enough? Come on!
Got a bunch of my drinks. Just got a fucking rocket launcher.
Hello,
fucked up
ladies
now,
and
though.
gentlemen. Mr. New Vegas here. You're all so great, and we're gonna keep you listening all
Fucked
day.
up.
Well, you know what that means, folks. Time for some news.
Get her
Veteran
fixed.
Springs refugee camp has been overrun by Legion slavers. Refugees should stay away.
So you
Let's
must be the
go.
courier the reports mentioned. Pass this message on to your commander.
Must be.
Hoover Dam will not fall while I still draw breath.
Shot in the head near Good Springs has
Sure about that?
reportedly regained consciousness and made a full recovery. Now that's a delivery service you can count on. Well, that's all I have.
I wonder if he's just gonna start a
We've
fight.
fortified this place to hold out indefinitely against an army. What chance do you think you have?
You know, sometimes the journey
Oh shit.
leads
Yeah,
to
see,
the
that just starts the fight.
and especially if
Isn't
your
actually
first
ready for that.
goes to
I was
Jingle
hoping for a little bit of
nice
monologuing
counsel
or
along the
something.
way.
Give me a little second. But hey. Let go, we'll go. Right after this. This whole song, no, I'm just playing. Oh, jeez. Oops, we didn't do that. Are you sending children after me now? Oh no, not bad karma. Oh no. Coward. Bunch of fucking cowards is what you is. Ooh, damn. God damn, one shot dead. Uh-oh. Am I out of my league?
So you must be the courier. This battle is far from a...
If that's true,
Better that than simply get... And go where? According to you, the road west is blocked.
Sometimes the journey beats the destination, and especially if your spurs go jingle, jangle, jingle, and you meet some nice gals along the way.
You like that? I got spurs.
Shit, okay, maybe not.
The best looking audience around. Somebody prove me wrong. This just in. Sad news from Good Springs. The town was wiped out after heavy fighting with a gang of escaped convicts.
There you are.
Also, in the headlines, residents report briefly seeing a column of heavenly light coming out of the sky.
Oh, I'm dead. No, I don't want more. I'm fucking dead, though. I don't have anything to deal with these guys. None of my weapons deal with this heavy armor. Who shot a rocket? That's not even sporting.
So you must be the courier.
I wanted to kill him, but I'm not really set up.
A package courier found shot in the head near Good Springs has reportedly regained consciousness and made a full recovery. Now that's a delivery service you can count on. Well, that's all I have for you. This is Mr. New Vegas wishing you
My men and I are soldiers.
luck tonight. You know, sometimes the journey beats the destination.
You're right. Don't expect to hold this place for...
You meet some nice gals along the way.
Try to get my speech all the way up, so I can rely on that if I really need to.
Judging by the lack of blood, the rest of the dam is fully under our control. With their commander gone, the NCR will pull out of... The Legion will swell with the number of slaves we will claim from this place. Perhaps in time I will be granted the honor of conquering. Know that your efforts are appreciated and will not... For now.
And so the courier who had cheated death in the cemetery outside Good Springs cheated death once again, and the Mojave Wasteland was forever changed. Caesar entered the Strip as though it was his triumph. The Legion pushed the NCR out of New Vegas entirely, driving them back to the Mojave Outpost. The Legion occupied all major locations, enslaving much of the population and peacefully lording over the rest. Under the Legion's banner, civilization, unforgiving as it was, finally came to the Mojave Wasteland. Though the courier himself was just and forthright in his dealings throughout the wasteland, he helped the Legion achieve victory. Caesar honored him with a golden coin, minted in celebration of his contributions and distributed throughout the wasteland.
Cautious after the Boomers' display of power at Hoover Dam, Caesar chose to leave the Boomers alone. The Boomers remained isolated, but have been seen flying over the Mojave Desert from time to time.
Buried beneath tons of rubble, the Mojave chapter of the Brotherhood of Steel was no more. Those few who were outside the Hidden Valley bunker when it was destroyed settled into new lives, or headed west to find a new chapter to join.
The Fiends attacked Camp McCarran during the Second Battle of Hoover Dam and suffered heavy losses. Caesar, unimpressed with their performance and their dependence on chems, had them exterminated.
After the Legion's victory, Caesar, out of a strange respect for his old fellows, allowed the followers safe passage out of the wasteland. Reluctantly, the followers accepted the offer and abandoned Old Mormon Fort to the Legion.
Travelers continued to stop by Good Springs Source for water on the Long 15, but rarely would anyone venture into the ruins of Good Springs itself. Those who did were almost always tourists, come to visit the graveyard where the courier rose from the dead.
As reward for their loyal service, Caesar forcibly integrated the great Khans into the Legion. The sick and elderly were killed. The women sold as wives to ranking officers, and the tribe's identity was annihilated. Though many great Khans mourned the death of their tribe, many more were ultimately satisfied with their revenge against NCR.
After their victory at Hoover Dam, Legion troops rolled through Freeside. The Kings tried to fight back, but most were killed, and the rest fled into the wasteland.
While the destruction of the Repcon rockets appeared to be a boon to the salvagers of Novak, the benefit would never be realized. Radioactive fuel from the wrecked ships seeped out and contaminated the area. Salvagers were forced to move on, and the town was abandoned.
After Hoover Dam, the leaderless powder gangers at the correctional facility vanished into the wastes, leaving the prison empty. The correctional facility became another abandoned ruin in the wasteland, its carcass occasionally picked over by enterprising prospectors.
Armed with a wide array of improvised explosives and stolen weapons, the Vault 19 powder gang tormented the Mojave Wasteland for years. Citizens of the NCR were favorite targets, and they always suffered the worst fates.
Hot-headed to the end, Sheriff Myers chooses to oppose Caesar's takeover of Prim with a standoff. Though the citizens take out a few legionaries, the town quickly falls to Caesar, its citizens utterly wiped out.
And so the Courier's Road came to an end, for now. In the new world of the Mojave Wasteland, fighting continued, blood was spilled, and many lived and died just as they had in the old world. Because war never changes.
And that's the Caesar's Legion option. I might do another playthrough and back the NCR. Haven't decided yet, but that'll be for another time. Thanks for tuning in. Hope everybody has a wonderful night. And remember, try to be kind out there.